You know, as a marketer, it's not on me to explain my product to you. You need to just want it.
Oh, if it comes in many colors, I'm interested. Hello, 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 hello. Welcome again to another juicy, plump, ripe. I'm very plosive with my P's today.
Our program is full of juice.
My name is Kelly Wright.
And I'm James Ernest, and we're here all week. The weekly podcast reminding you that pound cake, delicious, have some, is a poor choice of sleeper agent code words. Nora and I discovered that this we were watching some television program that was so bad we just started spouting random words, and it sounded like those sleeper agent code words, like when they wake up the Winter Soldier or whatever, you know.
Oh,
it's
yes.
Like Byzantine, grandmother, 15, 21.
You know.
And then we were like, okay, here's a good pound cake, delicious, have some. Oh, no, grandma's going to walk right in and say literally those things to the poor boy, and he's just going to, the music's going to play boom, and he's going to turn into a killing machine. And she just wanted him to have some cake.
She made him a cake, and now Grandma's dead. Thanks.
Well, Kelly, it's time for our opening segment, Conversation Starters, sponsored this week by Diamond Wipes. Tonight's conversation starter comes from searching the web for conversation starters for cars, which brought back questions that are apparently perfect for road trips, such as this one. Kelly, what would you buy first if you won the lottery?
A new car.
A new car. Well, that's a perfect
I'd buy
answer.
a new car.
I think I anchored
Yes.
that answer by telling you this was a question for cars.
Mm-hmm.
How is your current car, and what would you do to improve it?
Well, my current car is a 2012 Mazda 3. It's a sedan. And it's served me well. It has no problems at all. I mean, I regularly service it. And it's great. It's almost got 100,000 miles on it. But what I miss is the space of an SUV to be able to carry large things, more dogs, more room for passengers.
You stroll into the dealership, you slam your money on the table and say, I want to carry more dogs.
I want to carry more dogs. I had a Jeep Cherokee years ago, and I loved it. Absolutely loved it. So yeah. Hang on, my kid knows not to call me in the booth. Hang on, let me answer this. I'm recording in the booth. Can I talk to you later?
I want to talk to you.
Yeah, I'm recording right now. So can I talk to you later? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye. That was a short episode, Kelly.
Okay, thanks so much for joining us. No,
We're
I would
back.
get I would get an SUV because I just want more space to carry cargo. I have a lot of stuff that I have to carry back and forth.
All right, well, my trick
This
answer to
answer-
this question is, first I would pay for all the things I already own. And I'm pretty sure after that was over with, the next thing I'd buy is, whether it's a wise decision or not, is that stupid condo I tried to buy in Hawaii last year, or anything else that got me more time on a beach. Janice and the dozens, please tell us what you'd do with a sudden influx of cash. And if you've got some disposable income already, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Join our Baker's Dozen and help us keep the basement lights on. The link is in the thing.
Clicky,
How was your week,
clicky.
Kelly? You were packing boxes yesterday?
Oh, yes. Packing boxes yesterday, packing boxes today. I foresee, just like the great Sarnak, what was he called on Johnny Carson? I can't remember the name.
Karnak, I think.
Karnak, I think. I will be packing boxes for the next few weeks, actually. It is a never-ending stream of packing.
If you think packing boxes is never ending, wait until you time the unpacking of boxes.
Oh, I know. There have boxes that have moved with me that are years old that have not been unpacked.
Uh-huh.
So, yes, I am making the decisions as I'm like, what is in here? And I open it. I'm like, I don't need any of this. And donate. So
I have been in this house for more than 20 years. All of my boxes are unpacked, of course. And I think there are not enough boxes in the world for all the crap that is now in this house.
Well, Rich and
If I ever
have
try to
been-
move, I will discover that this house has an event horizon beyond which only I and not my stuff can pass.
Exactly. We are discovering a sheer amount of useless crap that we have, and just have, we'll deal with this later. Now it's go time. We're dealing with it now.
Right.
So we're trying to not move with useless junk.
I think moving is a wonderful catharsis. It's like restarting or resetting your computer every few months. It's just get it out of the system. I have things in my house that I do move frequently from
Mhm.
one corner to another. They're not things I want or things I want to keep, but they have this sunk cost value that I don't just want to throw them away. So they
Right.
move a lot, but they move like 30 feet. And then
Right.
they're another unwanted item in that's too big for a box. So yeah, I think the time would, should the time ever come that I move into a new home, that will be a great purging of stuff.
Yes, because currently, the way we have been living is, the great game of Tetris, just like you described. Where can this go? I'll have to move this and put that there. And okay, I got this. This shelf doesn't work for this one. We got to clear it. Yeah, it's the Tetris of stuff.
I think Tetris really does have a foundation in reality. I know it's a purely abstract game about squares, but like packing stuff in a trunk or packing stuff in a house, you finding how little space you can leave after everything with a weird shape goes into the area. That's real life Tetris. I think that's why Tetris is such a commanding game mechanic, because it really does sort of tickle an itch that we have in real life.
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep. Everything in its place and a place for everything. James, Dolly Parton,
I
Saint
am
Dolly
only
Parton.
one of those two people.
Dolly Parton is inducted into the Hall of Fame class of 2022. So congratulations, Ms. Parton.
No
It's about
one
time.
deserves it more.
Seriously, the woman is wonderful as far as donating to children's causes. She's very generous with her amusement parks as far as for people who are ill, kids who are sick. She's just a sweet, sweet lady. I've never heard her say an unkind thing.
She
And
financed a COVID treatment too, didn't she?
she did. Yes, she did. Let's see. As we continue in the world of celebrities, the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard court case continues. James, I don't know if you're watching any
here's what my
snippets from
Facebook
this.
feed looks like right now. I keep scrolling
Yeah.
past videos of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard giving testimony, but
Mm-hmm.
I never listen to them. I never read the subtitles. All I know is they're in court.
Yes.
And that's been going
They-
on for weeks now.
Yeah, they are in Virginia in court. It's a defamation lawsuit. Johnny is suing Amber Heard for $50 million for an op-ed piece that she wrote, claiming she was a victim of domestic abuse, but never named him. However, it was implied. So
Well,
he is
yeah,
suing
obviously.
her for $50 million, and she is countersuing for $100 million. So that's what's going on as far as that
Wow.
goes. And let me tell you, if you are on social media and you do follow this on social media, the ball and the love is definitely in Johnny Depp's court. So there was a lot of
the court of public
anger
opinion is siding with Mr. Depp. Well,
is with Mr. Depp. Yeah.
I'm guessing it just wasn't a very pleasant place to be, no matter whose fault it was.
No matter who. I mean, he openly. As far as very addictive personality, alcohol, drugs, she herself has an addictive personality and is known for her outbursts. So both people were quite toxic to each other. It was not a good relationship to be in at all. But yet here they were, and now here they are. So they're in court. That's still going on. So anyway, now the next thing too is that has comedians that are worried is the attack on Dave Chappelle at the Hollywood Bowl. So I don't know if
this
you were
I don't know
following that at
anything
all.
about.
Yeah, he was doing a set and someone rushed the stage with a fake gun that had a real knife attached to it. Several people from backstage, his friends, comedians, Chris Rock was there, Jamie Foxx was there, rushed the guy. Dave, I don't think he fell. I don't remember. I know he was off balance, but this guy basically was getting a smackdown by the guys who came out of the backstage. But Dave continued on with the show. But what that ripple effect is having on the world of comics, stand-up comics, is that they're now nervous. The idea is that the slap from Will Smith to Chris Rock kind of opened that
Shattered
door.
the fourth wall and gave everyone permission
Yeah.
to get up on stage and be
Yeah.
assholes.
Yeah, so it kind of opened that wall. So there are comics out there who are very nervous. Howie Mandel was quite vocal about it, but he's like, how do we protect ourselves? How do we, do we now have
You
to
replace
be
the
careful with what we
footlights
say?
with a laser screen. It's invisible, but if you try to walk through it, you're just shredded.
Frickin' lasers, fucking lasers.
A real
And
knife attached to a fake gun? I don't understand
yeah,
anything about this.
I don't either. He was wearing a black hoodie. He had a backpack. He jumped over a guardrail, hopped up on the stage, and knocked into him. And it was considerably smaller than Dave, but he had this weapon drawn. So, so there you go. Yeah, a knife attached to a fake gun. And then the big elephant in the room, of course, is the huge political and emotional churn that is happening in the country with the SCOTUS doc leak of the potential overturn of Roe v. Wade. Huge ripples. Now, what I've been doing is digging into this, and Roe v. Wade is about the right to privacy. It's basically your privacy. Your life
the
is
foundation
private.
of the opinion, the original Roe v. Wade opinion, is apparently
Yes.
a privacy issue. Yes,
It is a privacy issue, and
not
so
not actually the strongest foundation in the world.
no. However, this little crack, if they do overturn it, maybe they'll just say it's just the abortion part, right? But that leaves the crack then for other rights to be taken away. Your medical privacy, if you want to homeschool your kids. Let's see, basically you lose your bodily autonomy. Your insurance company can dig into what you eat, can dig into your medical files and base pricing on your stuff like that. Basically your data becomes at risk. So
Well,
this is a
that
huge,
privacy
huge
argument is
issue.
also foundational to same-sex marriage and interracial
Yeah.
marriage and many other
Yeah.
things we thought we had figured out.
Right. So apparently, many politicians want to drive us back to the world of Leave It to Beaver. That air quote perfect world. Yeah. So that's the big elephant in the room. Other than that, I'm doing great.
Well,
Doing great.
the human rights pendulum continues to swing.
It does.
It's a constant struggle. What are you going to do? I mean, it is a horrible place that we live in, where that sort of private medical decision has been a political football for longer than the last 50 years. But
50 years, 50 plus years. It's ridiculous. And let's see. President Joe Biden blamed the COVID-19 pandemic and Russia's war in Ukraine for troubling economic news, as he and his administration went on the defensive over mounting inflation and rising gas prices. Gas has risen 17 cents. So
17 cents since when?
since last week.
Since last week.
Yeah. It's gone up 17 cents since last week. But I don't really think the war in Ukraine is... I think it's exacerbating it, but it's not the reason
European
we
gas
have
prices are
inflation.
going up because not gas, but oil and other such things coming out of Russia are getting shut down, and so yes, prices go up in Europe.
Well,
So they go
prices
up
are going
everywhere.
up, but it's not. It is not part of the root cause of why we're having inflation and why we're doing this. It exacerbates it. But anyway, he's blaming the pandemic and Russia for invading Ukraine, because that's still just a mess over there.
It's a thing they did. That's certainly true.
I'm going to dig a hole in the sand and I'm going to put my head in it, because I'm done. I'm done, everybody. I'm
Pick a
done.
warm beach. Pick a nice place to do it. Because even when your head's in the sand, your ass is still flying in the breeze.
You know what? I got enough padding on my ass, I think, to cover me. I
To
think
withstand the breeze.
to withstand
We'll
the
see.
breeze and the beating
I
that it
I,
would
I think
take.
I'm delighted, I guess, by the futurism that is destroying both of my favorite haunts in identically opposite ways. That is to say, I fear actually buying property in Honolulu because it'll be 7 feet deeper. The ocean is going to be 7 feet deeper in a couple of years. But also,
Right.
I fear continuing to own property in Las Vegas because Lake Mead is going to be gone. Like,
It's gone.
why don't we just take the water that's in the ocean and put it back in the lakes? That seems easy enough.
That's crazy. You know, you've seen them put out fires with those water transports. We could
Yeah,
totally
let's
do that.
just hook a tube from, I don't know, Hawaii or wherever the ocean is, and just tube that stuff right back on up into all the lakes and wetlands and things. You know,
Sounds
put
good.
out
Sounds
those,
like it's a-
those California fires, and whatever else. I don't know. I mean, I hear it's seawater and that's salty or something, but I don't know science. All I know is the water's not going anywhere. It's not going away. It's on the planet. It's going away from Lake Mead and filling up Hawaii, and that's just not good for anyone.
Reverse engineering, I don't think the tubes are going to be a problem as far as to get them built. I don't think it's going to be a problem at all. Or if we can put a call out to Superman, and he can like freeze the surface.
Right, he blows on the ocean
Yeah,
and freezes it with his ice breath, and then he picks it up by the edge
Picks it
because
up.
that is the mechanics of materials is one of the most frustrating things about watching Superman movies because he picks up a frozen lake by the edge, and I'm like, if you have you tried that? Because it'll just crumble. What are you doing?
It just crumbles.
I think the secret is that Superman can make anything fly. That it's not just about super strength, but that he has this sort of bubble of anti-gravity that he can extend to anything that he tries to lift.
Oh, okay.
And so when you pick up a car by the door handle, no problem. You're really levitating the car.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's a good theory. Comic theory. Armchair comic theory here. We're going to take a break.
Armchair Science for Comics Edition.
Okay. This episode of Here All Week is sponsored by Diamond Wipes, the best transition in film.
Hey, film editors, are jump cuts and crossfades leaving you out in the cold?
Are you searching for a better way to say, you were there, but now you're here?
It's time to highlight the transition with Diamond Wipes, the best transition in film.
Since the invention of the movie, editors around the world have struggled to see more of their work on the screen.
And when you need to switch from one scene to another, sometimes you need to be noticed.
Forget about slash wipes and spiral cuts, J-cuts, and fades. What you need today is good old-fashioned diamond wipe.
Think about it. The magic begins when a tiny diamond-shaped image appears in the center of your current scene.
As that diamond slowly expands, your audience becomes acutely aware that their focus is being drawn into the new location.
And finally, as the expanding shape reaches the corners of the frame, a powerful, lingering thought is left in the mind of the viewer. Someone made this.
And that someone is you.
Grab your viewer's attention and never let go with Diamond Wipes.
The diamond wipe is balanced, geometric, and powerful.
It takes your audience to a familiar world where they are watching a movie.
Diamond wipes draw viewers into every new scene like roller coasters of filmmaking brilliance.
And the Diamond Wipe never lets your viewers forget that they're watching a movie, and that movie was made by someone. Made by you.
The next time you need to transition between two scenes, consider the diamond wipe.
Find it in the transitions panel of your favorite editing software.
As a young film editor, I used to cut from one scene to another without much fuss.
Me too. Jump cuts, crossfades, and the occasional fade to black.
But now, with diamond wipes, I feel like I'm finally making movies.
And for variety, try our new square wipes, circle pushes, and rolling fades, the newest shapes in the Diamond Wipes family.
Square wipes are like diamond wipes, turned on their side.
Try the 3x4, the anamorphic, or the custom fit rectangle.
Or our most popular, simply square transition for the scene change that says, I didn't try too hard.
Our rolling over... I knew I couldn't say that. Our rolling oval fades are perfect for westerns, desert scenes, and anything set in Las Vegas. We can do suns, moons, and even tumbleweeds.
And don't forget our wavy line sizzle cut, perfect for underwater action, impressive dream scenes, or memories of past lives.
Diamond Wipes are the filmmaker's magic bullet, turning ordinary invisible transitions into bold statements of time and place.
Don't waste your precious hours in the editing room. Get Diamond Wipes today.
Diamond Wipes, transition with style.
Your audience will be acutely aware that you did.
We also do steaks. Steak wipes.
This sponsor, Diamond Wipes, threw me back to 1986.
Oh yeah, well, I saw a supercut of all of the transitions in Star Wars, like the original episode 4 of New Hope, just like, blurry this and blurry that, crossing across the screen. And there's one transition to Endor. No, that's not right. Yavin, where it's not just one diamond, though it's a whole screen just fills with diamonds and changes. It's like, oh my god, you guys, what are you doing to me?
Yeah, I was in a radio and TV class in high school, and we had a working studio and television cameras and stuff, and a set and everything. And we were doing videos, and we thought it looked great. It was all those transitions you were talking about. We were like, "This is so cool," and then it spilled over into where we could do internships at the local cable station and be floor crew for public access cable. And yeah, same thing there. As far as music, I mean, basically, when I look back at some of the tapes that I have saved, it looks like the precursor to Zach Galifianakis between two ferns. I mean, seriously, with less humor, less wit and less humor, but it was definitely that production quality. So yeah, so thanks, Diamond Wipes. You threw me back about 30 plus years. Awesome.
Also, I should never Google my product. Diamond Wipes is a real thing. It's some kind of like a baby wipe, like a wet wipe. Not at all like what we're describing, but a real product in the real
But
world.
an actual product. Does it
Yeah,
have
I
actual
think-
diamonds in it? Because that sounds like it would hurt.
I don't. Maybe so. Maybe that's what. Maybe they're just squares turned on their side, or maybe they're full of diamonds.
These look like squares.
Oh no, no! Turn them. Oh, how about that? That's
Turn 'em.
That's
Oh, that's a diamond wipe. Look at that one.
special.
Look at that shape. Since our sponsor was Diamond Wipes, guess what I did?
Have we got trivia?
Oh, we do, and it's about diamonds. Of course it is. It's not about cheesy cable TV transitions. It's about actual diamonds. Okay, put on your thinking caps. Here we go. In 1905, a rough gem quality diamond was unearthed at the Premier Mine in Cullinan, South Africa. It was the largest rough diamond found, reminiscent of the PLU code for organic produce. Reminiscent. How many major stones was it cut into?
7.
9. It was cut into 9 stones.
I'm going to
So-
consider myself very close on that answer. Since-
Cullinan 1 weighs 530 carats, while Cullinan 9 weighs a mere 4.39 carats. So a lot of stones coming out of that.
That's a lot of
diamond.
carrots.
Yeah, all the Cullinan stones now belong to the monarch of the United Kingdom by right of the crown. So that's where they are. One of the best-known diamonds in the world is Koh-i-Noor diamond, worn by Mughal emperors and British monarchs. This diamond gained a sort of reputation. Set in the crown of Queen Victoria, who is said should avoid wearing this diamond?
Anybody else?
Well, the correct answer is males. Males should not wear the diamond.
Keep
so
your
basically,
goddamn hands off
Yeah.
my diamonds. So it's bad luck for men. Is it the Koh-i-Noor
yes,
diamond?
it gained a reputation that it brought bad luck to males who would wear it. So it was placed in the crown of Queen Victoria, and then it went to the consort of the king. So, and then the stone was set in a crown for Elizabeth, later the Queen Mother, and it made a public appearance in 2002.
I'm giving you this diamond not because I love you much, but because it's bad luck for me.
Exactly. Here, please have it.
I
The
made a wish on
Dresden-
it. The wish came true, but it was terrible, and so forth.
The Dresden Green Diamond is a rare diamond that is usually displayed in Dresden Castle. However, it was on loan to the Met in 2019. What event did the diamond narrowly miss out on due to being on loan?
In 2019.
So what event did the diamond narrowly miss out on?
I don't know. I don't remember any events from 2019. The fall of the Berlin Wall. Final answer.
Nope. The vault in Dresden Castle was robbed, and the contents were never seen again. So since the Dresden diamond was out on loan, it's still around. And the Dresden Green Diamond is a rare 41-carat diamond, which is naturally green in color because it has been exposed to radiation. So
Oh, wow.
I'm not familiar with this diamond at all. And one more. The largest gem cut from the Cullinan diamond, Cullinan 1, was given to the English royal family. Named for its origin in the Cullinan mine, what other name is it known as?
Pinky Blinders. Final answer.
It is known as the Great Star of Africa.
The Star of Africa.
Yes, the Great Star of Africa is the largest of the diamonds cut from the Cullinan diamond found in South Africa in 1905.
Which brings us around to question 1.
Exactly.
it's like poetry. It rhymes.
Yep. Yeah, you do the recall. So there. So replay the show over and over again until you remember these questions and impress your friends at your next dinner party. This Diamond Trivia is brought to you by funtrivia.com. Please trivia responsibly. Anyway.
At my parties, the subject of the world's largest diamonds rarely comes up. We talk more about the most recent Star Trek episodes and less about precious gems. I suppose it's just a function of the friends I keep.
Well, we don't talk about diamonds either because we're just not in that echelon of wealth to have those kind of stones.
One needs
we're not
not
there.
only disposable income, but income that must be destroyed.
Yes, an income that comes on the back and labor of thousands and thousands and thousands of people.
That's true too.
Oh,
I don't appreciate jewelry unless little children were forced to dig in tunnels to pull it out of the earth.
You know, that's the best kind. You know, the sweat of children made this ring so very sweet.
Is it also made of precious lithium?
I'm Tom Shane.
I'm Tom Shane. A number of children died to bring you this engagement ring. You should usually try to kill as many children as the number of months of income you plan to spend.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
There's no
Tom
value
Shane
to any
got
of this.
real
Tom
ugly,
Shane got
man.
dark. I'm Tom
got
Shane. I'm
dark.
beginning to lose my sanity, so
Oh, okay. James, what do you got coming up this week?
the diamond merchants of Antwerp are always on hand to give us the best price we can get on these precious gemstones mined from the heart of the earth by underprivileged youths in South Africa.
Oh my God. That and the De Beers family. Oh,
Right.
yeah. Okay.
They're all part of the same grand industry.
It's the same conglomerate.
We would
What do you-
like you to spend 12 months' salary. I mean, if you want to keep her, if you want to show her that
wanna
you
keep
love
her.
her, waste a year's worth of money on her engagement
Go into
ring.
debt. Go into
And
debt.
that diamond loses 100% of its value as soon as you
Value
look
the
at it.
minute you walk out of that store. Keep that in mind for your engagement rings. Moissanite or a fabulously faceted white quartz looks just as lovely
Leverite.
in a ring.
I'm getting a leverite ring.
Leverite.
Leverite.
Leverite now?
Yeah, that's the stuff. That's the stuff that the gemologist is like. That's nothing. That's a leverite. You just leverite where you
leverite.
found it. Yeah.
Leverite where you found it. James, what you got going on?
It's the sun is peeking out, and I'm considering, even though there's not enough hours in any day, considering opening up the wood shop again because I made a game a couple of months ago that really wants its own little board. It's a little 3x6 board, and it's called tablero, which just means table. And so the wood shop is beckoning. We might have news of that in our broadcast next week if the beckoning continues. What about you?
Same stuff, different day. It is boxes and getting rid of stuff and realizing, oh, God, I'm a pack rat. So I want that to change. I am presently and consciously making that change while I pack. That I'm like, okay, we're just going to purge. We just don't.
I
need
think
this
we
stuff.
both understand that throwing away stuff is a one-way arrow. It's like salt in soup. We hang on to this stuff because once we're rid of it, we can never get it back. We know we can
Correct.
always get rid of it later. We just never bother to do that. There was a whole
Do that.
period in my life when going to the mall was just a thing to do. Like, I'm bored, let's go to the mall. And so you'd go and you'd look around and you'd shop and buy a thing and bring it home and poof, now you have a thing. And that just repeats. And then you live in the residue of your entertainment. At some point, you do have to get rid of it. But like I said, it's like the salt in the soup. You don't do it unless you're sure that because you can't go back.
And some of it has been difficult to do. So the person I am working with, a professional organizer who is specifically trained in working with folks with ADHD and organizational difficulties, raising my hand here, and the emotions that go through it. So when I like to go through stuff, sometimes I go through it too fast because I just don't want to feel bad about doing it. And she's like, no, slow down. Let's work through this. She really wants me to be conscious of the fact. So It's like, okay. So it's been challenging, but it's been actually really quite helpful.
I think a lot of the things in my house don't have so much an emotional attachment as a sunk cost value. Like, I feel like not only do I want to take it to an appraiser, but I want to take it to two appraisers, and figure out what it's worth and get money out of it.
Yeah.
And who has time?
Right. It's all about time. So,
Yeah.
and it's a lot of time to do that. So anyway, that's my life right now. Whoop, whoop.
Well, you enjoy it and you enjoy that move. It's going to be fantastic when it's over. You'll be
I'm
in a
looking
beautiful
forward
new
to it
place
being over.
with brand new pipes and wires and sprinklers and roof and ceiling and carpet and
It's like a no carpet. That's the beautiful thing. This house doesn't have any carpet. I am so
that's
happy.
why
about it.
it's all going to be new by the time
Gorgeous.
you move in.
Gorgeous hardwood floors. Folks, thanks so much for joining us today. You can become a patron of the show and become a Dirty Baker's Dozen, part of our Baker's Dozen. So you can click the link on the thing and choose your monthly donation to us to keep this show going. Also, you can watch us on YouTube. Please subscribe, like and subscribe, and then click on the bell for notifications so that, boop, you always know when a new episode comes up. And be kind. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to your friends, your family, your community, your neighborhood. We are all going through it. Thanks again for joining us today. My name is Kelly Wright.
And I'm James Ernest, and we're here all week.